Okay, Tejas, tell me about yourself.
So, sir, my name is Tejal Prasad Desai. I live in Mumbai. I have done my higher secondary education from Mumbai itself with PCB subjects. After that, I prepared for the pre-medical entrance exams for 2 years, and then I took admission in bachelor's course. I will be I will be completing my BSc in zoology this year. My hobbies include reading books and watching movies. I also like to paint and dance. During my school time, I have passed the elementary and intermediate drawing examinations, and currently I'm pursuing my training in Bharatnatyam dance. Also, I had done a stint with an NGO for 6 months during my first year of graduation, where I used to teach spoken English to vernacular medium school kids.
Okay, so you are learning Bharatnatyam.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
so what are the scaling that we do? Like, is there any year-wise course or certificate-wise course of Bharatnatyam, or you just learn till the time?
It is mostly a 6-year course. After 6 years, there is a Visharad exam, like the board exams. It's like the final exam. Until then, there are stepwise exams. For
Okay.
first year, few steps, and then dances. It progresses like that.
Okay, so does this exam also include theoretical, or it is all practical based?
Only the final exam of Visharad includes theory, while the other exams is totally practical and oral is based. Like they'll ask you some mudras or some shloks
Okay.
orally.
Okay. So how much year have you actually crossed
Sir,
into?
I'm currently like I have rejoined it last year. Before that, I used to pursue during school. For 4 years, I had done. Then I left it while in ninth standard, and I have rejoined it this year,
So
last year.
you'll have to start again, or you'll be in
Uh,
fifth year?
no,
Okay.
sir. I'll have to start again from scratch because basically I don't remember, and also the teacher from whom I was learning, she has changed the institution which she was aligned with. So I
Okay.
had to
So
start.
again, you have to
Yes, sir.
spend 6 years till the time you
Yes,
get
sir.
that. Okay. So can you tell me what are the uh, skills or what are the capability you develop through this dance apart from learning dance?
I would say it's neuromotor coordination, balancing, and also perseverance because only one exam takes place in a year, and you have to again and again practice those steps. And dance is a bit more interesting, but practicing the same steps again and again becomes quite boring at times.
Okay. Like when a person practiced art, and the practice should never become boring. So how do you feel when that part boring?
Sir, it's more than feeling, it's physically because your legs start to ache a lot, especially your knees joints, because in Bharatanatyam you have to bend your knees and dance. And also your sole, your heel, they pain a
Hmm.
lot. So after a
Okay,
time, it's
so
physically.
can you tell me why Bharatnatyam and other such cultural heritage that we have in the form of art and dance or anything has not got the commercial value? So are we not looking to get commercial value, or it's like fading from the society, and
So commercial value in the sense.
like the dancers from the dancers, like all the commercial platform where we see dance like Dance India, dance or other is- format of the dancing platforms, they don't have much of these classical dance in that.
Okay. So basically, I guess it's the Western influence because of which um, the our classical dances are not getting that center stage. Secondly, talking about Western dance, there's no such levels as in Bharatnatyam or any other classical dance. You can start maybe from any year, and the syllabus or the course is not as such specified as in classical dances. So maybe it's something, and it's like a long-term investment as far as classical dances are concerned. If you complete the 6 years, you get the Visharad, or else it's um, nothing like that.
Okay. So, can you, matlab, if I'll ask you to create some business idea or something like to promote Bharatnatyam among the people, or even to the globe, and try to bring more, uh, I won't say livelihood, but bringing more people to visit or be audience for this dance, and more people to come for the dance. So what model would you suggest, like?
So taking it to the online classes medium, I would suggest, because nowadays even yoga is being taught online. It was even before the pandemic, but pandemic has forced people to move to the online media. So and even now also many even my teachers conducting classes online for working ladies. It could also be taken at the global level the same way.
Okay, so it's for the training. What about the finding audience for the dance?
Okay, finding audience.
Mm.
Sir, I would say if like how now on YouTube, especially, there are some short films being released. So in the same way, if we could advertise it and market it in the similar ways, I think it could gain the audience attention.
Okay, tell me 5 reasons why I should watch Bharatnatyam dance.
Okay.
Okay, give me 3 reasons.
So it's definitely pleasing to watch any dance, but in particular, if you talk about Bharatnatyam, first is the aesthetic pleasure, the jewelry, the costume, and secondly, the music, and thirdly, in Bharatnatyam or any other classical dances, there are some postures which are specific to that particular dance, be it Bharatnatyam, be it Odissi or Kathakali. So that's what I would say.
Okay. For the posture, I should watch, and the jewelry and the music. So
Yes, as of
what shall I'll get with from the dance actually? Okay, think about it, and well, let's not discuss more on this topic. But you should
okay,
think about how you will convince someone to watch this dance.
okay, so surely,
Mm. And at the end of the interview, I'll be telling you my experience with the classical thing. Okay.
okay, so sure.
So now going ahead, so you are pursuing art, and you have studied science, and you want to move for the social science.
Yes, sir.
So why this change? You could have either created a career goal with your dance, or you could have created career goal with the research uh, interest in geology itself, and but you are looking for yeah, social entrepreneurship. Why it is so?
So talking about dance and painting, they are my hobbies. I like them, but it's not something I'm passionate about. Like if asked to do 8 hours a day, I would start to hate that thing literally. Secondly, talking about my zoology background, I like the subject, but moving towards research and all, I did not go for that path because firstly, I was not interested much into the lab work. Secondly, moving towards MSc or PhD, it narrows down as you go, like specialization, and the focus is on one particular area, sector, or topic. I wanted something which could diversify, like coming to social entrepreneurship. I get to learn many things: society, economics, policy making. So that was something I was looking for interdisciplinary. So that was the reason I chose to uh, go towards this course.
Okay, sorry, I forgot to unmute myself. So what are your career goals? What do you want to achieve in your life?
Sir, I would like to set up a social enterprise of my own because I see myself in a leadership role where I would like to impact the lives of the people, help them in creating a sustainable livelihood for themselves, and also promoting the cultural heritage from the place where I come. So I want to establish a venture in such area or such sector.
Okay. So what do you think? What what capability would you like to, matlab, would be what capabilities do you need to have to do that, or why the TISS education or the 2 year of social entrepreneurship course is important for that? So, like my point is, can't you do it without coming to this place?
Okay, sir. So, firstly, without going to the place, yes, I can do that, but it will take a few years, a few more failures to arrive at. With the right guidance and knowledge, I can achieve it. I can achieve it a little earlier. And why it is, then it would provide me with the networking, which is an essential factor for any enterprise and more essential for a social enterprise. Secondly, after 2 years, like this would provide me the basic seed funding, the mentorship, which would be necessary. I would be able to identify the problems, study them through various dimensions, socio-economic, environmental, and also the skills would help me in designing a strategy, a solution, maybe a product or service for that problem. So that's why.
Okay. So, in the race of not like race, like why would you not like to have an entrepreneurial venture, but an social entrepreneurial venture only?
Sir, like during the course of the pandemic, I learned about my inclination towards environment more. So, um, like the waste generation, which was the amount of waste being generated on daily basis, and something which I could find a solution to it, but I wasn't able to. And around the same time, I came across few brands through social media platform which were addressing this problem, and their models were completely based on circular economy.
Mm,
So that was something impressed me.
okay. So again, matlab, you could have answered this question in a way that you don't mind earning profit, but you want to actually solve some issues or help society with your enterprise. So
Okay.
I'm not that bothered about whether it is entrepreneurial venture or social entrepreneurial venture. From my point of view, it should be tackling or solving some of the issues which society has. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
in this way you can answer it. So this was a trick question, like the, even as a social entrepreneur, you are an entrepreneur and you are not avoiding profit. And like, you don't do any business with this concept in my mind, in your mind, that you will not having profit. Okay, so sustainability is a big deal. So any organization who is not making profit probably will not be very sustainable for a longer time. Okay.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So now let's talk about your and other interest, which is environment. So, how difficult is the situation right now? Like, how do you see that the current environmental condition is, and where it is heading? So, because we see a number of data is coming from different sources, somebody says this is going to be, matlab this particular aspect of environment is downgrading, and everything is happening. So, what are the major thing that you actually catch or you actually think?
Sir, now we are at such a stage that individual efforts are like they won't.
No,
There is
I'm mainly I'm asking about the current condition of environment, and by which you are matlab, concerned with that.
sir mainly the like talking about Maharashtra. Uh, it has seen floods since last 2 years, and at the same time, there is the Vidarbha region of Maharashtra where drought conditions were prevalent. Secondly, talking about Mumbai, it says flooding every monsoon season. Um, because one of the reasons is the plastic clogging the drainage and all. But secondly, because for the development of infrastructure, the mangroves and the wetlands they are attacked. Even the recent coastal road project, which is being opposed by the environmentalist and also the fishing community because of it. So wetlands and mangroves are essential for coastal regions. They protect mangroves, especially they protect the coastal regions from the rising tidal waves. So, like they are helping us in a way, but we are not doing anything to save them. So that is one thing I feel.
Okay, chalo, thank you very much.